Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Kuzil Farms. Today we are going to play with all of those nether stars that we have. I'm excited to see, we're actually going to test out some things in mystical agriculture. They've got some pretty powerful tools and armor, and I wanted to see how they compared to what we currently have now. So let's get started. Okay, so first things first, we have 3 of our 8 64K storage disks here full. So if we look in here, we're just a little bit less than 42% full, and that's filling up pretty quickly there. If you saw the numbers, they seem to be going up for whatever reason. I think we're importing stuff on a consistent basis from the mining dimension and potentially from our cows, our useful cows. All of our fluid cows are being stored up here. We don't have a lot of them done yet. I don't have a lot of them done yet. We have several more episodes at least in this series, and I would like to go around and make sure that I get all of those done. So, and we've got bees to do, a couple of other things, but today we're going to be taking a look at some of these useful things from mystical agriculture, like I said in the intro. So the first thing I want to do is I want to take a look at these armor sets, right? So we can make inferium pieces. These inferium cores aren't that expensive if you think about it. It's just a base essence ingot. We could have made this a while ago, and or you could take an inferium helmet that's already made. I don't know why you would do that, and remove a core, and that's how you would get the core. Anyway. Same thing with the chest plate. You just need a bunch of inferium ingots and another core, so on and so forth. The prudentium set, if you see there, it says a set bonus of water breathing. Part of me is interested to see if that's infinite water breathing. So let's check out all of this here. I would like to start with the supremium stuff and then maybe kind of work ourselves back here. So this is step assist. I hate step assist a lot. It's nice to not have to jump to get on top of something. And at the same time, if I want to butt myself up right up against this block here without going up on it, like I wanted to get as close as I can be, so I'm holding forward here and I can't move forward anymore. If I need to do that in order to get down to a hole or something, or just, make sure that I'm pressed up against here for whatever reason, the step assist ruins that, and I find myself more often than not preferring not to jump than to jump. So I've had many stuff that gives step assist, and I don't like it. Hopefully these set bonuses don't continue through to the next system. We'll find out. Superium is kind of cool. No fall damage whatsoever. That would be awesome. And then Supremium gives us flight, and I'm really curious to see what kind of flight. So let's take a look at this set. I think I have a lot of Supremium, so we're going to be able to do that no problem. Now the reason why we needed some of those nether stars was because of the core here, and I'm going to have to make each of the cores all the way up. So let's start with the most basic core here, and let's make recipes for them. So we'll start here, and that will be the inferium core. This is going to be the prudentium core, the intermedium core, which I don't want to deal with that at all, and then the superium core, and lastly the supremium core. That takes the nether star and wither skeleton skulls. Well, I've been farming off camera whenever I can, and we have, I think, just a little bit more than a stack, and we did set up external storages to those systems over there, so I should be able to do skull, and yeah, we've got 80, so we should be able to make this. Now let's just make the recipe for each of these. That way I don't really have to do it myself. It's a nice part about having this, right? Just Just make the system do it for us. Oh, that's cool, where it just takes one less. Wonder if that's true with all these. Yeah, sure enough is. It's funny that they put it down on the side though, like that. Okay, let's toss all those in there, and let's make them. Okay, so the helmet, I guarantee there's gonna be something that I don't have. Base essence ingot, lapis lazuli block, leather. Seriously? That can't be right. Sure enough, wow. Okay, zombie flesh, or I guess it's rotten flesh. Let's go get 10 stacks of leather. I'm kind of glad we have Botania in here. I haven't done much in Botania, mostly because I'm saving that for when we do our magical series. We're going to be doing a lot of Botania. That's going to be what we're going to start the series off with. Okay, let's just do Q here. Oh, we ran out of mana. Let's see, what can I do about that? Let's grab a stack of coal. Wonder if I can make a stack. Yep. We'll just put a couple stacks up there. I think we'll just go with that. That way that I mean, this is plenty. I just want to make sure that there's some in there for the next time I want to use it, so. Okay, we should have plenty of leather now. Prudentia, or the base essence ingot. I'm going to have to look that up. See how to make that. Let's see. Base essence ingot. That is this, and I can't believe I haven't taught the system how to make that. And then the lapis lazuli block was the other one. I figured there was going to be something like that where we just had to like pop in a couple items, but I didn't figure there was going to be anything that we ran into that we couldn't make. Yep. Okay, start that. Let's start the chest piece, pants, and boots. So we're going to make, today, we're going to make the sword, the pickaxe, the shovel, hatchet, bow, and the arrows that go with the bow. I'm trying to find them. They must be here somewhere. I probably just zoomed right by them. Oh, here's the arrowhead. And these are, you just put a mystical stick and a mystical feather. Stick is just a stick surrounded by prosperity shards. And that will get you the 12 arrows. Gives all of these debuffs. Damage is increased by 4.5. It gives blindness, slowness, poison, weakness, and wither. So you should only have to shoot one at a target. I'm curious about the draw speed though. What is going on here? Oh. What? Let's try that again. So if I were to craft this, what is the holdup? Nothing? Okay. And then the chest plate. Oh man, yeah, we're having to craft all the way up to the Superium Essence. That's okay. Now there's a charm slot. I don't know if you see that on there. All of these here are, there's some charms for the pickaxe. These are tool remove, inferium. Can't be reclaimed, use a core remover. Okay, let's go to page 1. Just make sure I don't miss anything. There's a mining AoE. This goes into the Paxel. We're not going to use that. We're not going to make a Paxel. Here we go. Inferium tool core. Yeah, we don't need. We're going to be making that for sure. Blank charm. There we go. Night vision. This goes in the helmet. Lets you see in the dark. There's absorption, which gives 10 absorption hearts. So that's 20 damage every 8 minutes and can be placed on each armor. So that gives us 40 extra hearts. Are you kidding? That's amazing. We're going to be making that. Okay. And then there's the wither resistance. Prevents you from getting the wither effect. That would have been useful. when I was fighting the wither skeletons off camera a couple days ago. Prevents you from getting poison effect, prevents you from taking fire or lava damage. Now you can take these cores out and put ones in, so like let's say that I'm going to go to the nether. I feel like I'm going to be falling into the lava quite often, or, you know, for some reason I decide to go swimming in the lava for whatever reason, I can put this on. Or if I'm going to be fighting the nether or the wither and I decide to just take him, you know, I don't know. Anyway, or if I'm caving in caves and, you know, there's those poison spiders that are really annoying, or witches. Lowers damage taken by 20%. So you put 4 of these on here, that's 80% less damage. That's amazing. That's super amazing. I think there's only 1 charm per armor. Maybe not. Maybe you can put that on there. Can you imagine 40 extra hearts plus taking 80% less damage all the time? That's ridiculous. Increases your attack damage on the sword and chestplate? Wow. This one just goes on sword. That's amazing. Then there's speed, increases movement speed, jump height. Your pickaxe places lights down. Shears gives you a random color. That seems funny. Then here's one for your bow. Increases your bow strength. This one shoots 3 arrows at a time, which sounds nuts. I definitely want to try that out. Mining AoE, attack AoE, tilling, shearing, reaping, and scything AoE. So there you go. Oh, here's the arrows. Okay, I figured that was going to happen. Let's do... I still haven't fixed that, if you can't tell. So we'll just make both of those for now. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and get started on the recipes for our pickaxe. Let's start with the sword. So mystical stick, stick that on there. And then we're gonna need the Superium tool core, which I'm assuming is gonna need all of these other cores, which is fine. Okay, so there's the basic one. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. There is the next one. These all seem very familiar. So these are all tool cores, which means when we go to this, it uses the same core. So there's not like a sword shaped tool core. They're all the same. That's really nice. Here's the orange. I'm not going to try and remember their names anymore. Blue. And finally red. So yeah, nether star for each of these things. I don't know if you saw that or not, but yeah, nether star for each of them. Oh, for the Superium stuff. So if I look in here and show you how many nether stars I got, I had a half a stack, which is amazing. Alright, here's my legs and my boots. Make sure there isn't anything hanging out over there. Okay, let's put these on. And we're going to take off the angel ring and stick that into a chest. I want to see what the flight is like. Now these don't look as cool, I don't think. Let's grab a chest. So we don't have any of that on there now. It is creative flight. So it's the same as the angel ring. Way more difficult to get unless you've got a Superium cow. And a way to fight the wither on a regular basis, because this is 4 wither stars. Let's see if I take fall damage. Nope. Nope, not at all. Let's see if I can breathe underwater with this. Looks like I can, and look at that. Man, I am flying around. Okay, so there is underwater breathing. No fall damage. Let's see if there's step-up assist that comes with it. I hope not. Oh, there is. That's a bummer. Okay, so it is true that each tier accumulates the previous one. Now the charm, let's take a look at the charms, because I want to at least put on this one here. I want to see. Well, I want to make one of these and then one of the the damage resistance, because I want to see if they both go on. So let's take the core base, which is a block of Superium Essence. I don't know that I've taught the system how to do that. Yes, I have. I was going to say on 2 occasions. Of course, I had to for the furnace. Okay, so that makes sense. So here's the blank charm. And the golden apple doesn't actually have a recipe, but we know what that recipe is. Hopefully it's still true. Oh, it's an enchanted golden apple. It's not really a golden apple. It's a fancy golden apple. I'm not sure I can make that. No, I can't. How am I supposed to get that then? I forget. Well, we may not be able to make one. This is the vanilla recipe. Let me come out of here. Nope. That is not giving us a golden apple. The notch apple is what it's called. Let's try. Yeah, JEI didn't actually have a recipe for it, so that makes me wonder if it's like a configuration or something. I don't know how to make this charm then, if if it's going to be like that. Golden apple. Alright, well, we'll skip that for now, and we're going to make the resistance for sure, the Superium apple. Of course, it is a fancy apple. All the way down. Okay. Man, this is this is crazy. Okay, so there's the orange. And here's the blue. Okay. I'll bet those apples are worth eating in general. We'll put this together. Okay, and then what else do we want on our chest? Let's try nothing really else. Let's try this Superium apples. Supremium apples. So this is considered a better recipe. Interesting. Okay, let's try these two. See if I can put them both on the chest, because that would be awesome. And then I will find a way to either get into the configs and get those apples, or I can go into like creative mode, take out the gold. So like I would make the gold blocks to make all of those notch apples. Give myself the notch apples and then delete all the materials. That is an option too. So let's go in here and do charm. We'll do one of these and one of these. And now the way we have our system set up, this might actually not work out too well. 518. Look at this. 2,000. Wow. How much inferium do I have? I've got enough. Yeah, I've got plenty. Okay, I got them crafted. That took probably 20 minutes, so I'm glad I didn't wait. How does this work? So do I put this in here and get that out? No. Do I shift right click? Nope. Is there like a system that combines these together? Tinkering table. I'll bet that's what it is. We gotta make all of these soulstone. Okay. I'll bet that is what it is. And I'll bet I need the Supremium one in order to put on the Supremium stuff. So let's get this going here and make you. Oh, sweet. I can just go straight to the top. I don't need to make all the rest of these. That's fine with me. So let's get rid of these. I just assumed everything else was the same. But it looks like I can just make that by itself. That's fantastic. That's how, I mean, I understand that this should be a progression, but there should be a recipe that kind of doesn't include the crafting from 2,000 Inferium Essences to whatever the 4 Superiums that I need. Supremium, whatever. What is it? Tinkering table. Alright, let's set this down. There we go. Oh yeah. So I can put this on here? No. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's gonna go down on there. So I'm gonna need 4 Superium Essences and 3 Prosperity Shards. Let's probably need 4 for that as well. And then shards. Let's do... Because it did say on here that this can go into the chest plate. So we're going to just see if that's true. It is. Okay. Now, I'm going to put this one on first just because I'm not sure that I want strength. Well, I don't know. We'll put that on there, and then let's see if we can add on this one as well. If we can put 2 on there. No, we can't. So I'm going to have to, if I want separate pieces for strength, I'm going to have to get, there's only 1 charm slot per item. Which is okay, which means we probably won't ever have to get this. So I was reading up on this while I was waiting for the charms to be made. And it sounds like these in 1.9 I think were removed from the crafting recipe, and they changed to where you could find them in just chests and dungeons and stuff, which is a shame because 8 gold blocks is quite a lot, but I guess if you have gold farm, that kind of thing, it kind of makes them pretty easy to make. But anyway, so now we've got a resistance on here. So if I put resistance on all 4 of these, we're going to take 80% less damage from all sources. That's kind of crazy. I didn't really see anything else from the chest that I wanted. I could just do, you know, immune to wither effect, immune to this, immune to this. Is this one that feeds you? No, okay. It looked like a piece of steak or something. That way I could, you know, if I put this on my helmet and this on my pants and this on my boots, I would be immune to those 3 sources of damage. But I'm not really that worried about it. I mean, if I just take 80% less damage from all sources all the time, that's cool. Now let's take a look at this charm 2. Okay, so this takes the previous charm, so I haven't wasted my strength charm here. So let's make the sword next, because I think I did that right. Supremium? No, I didn't. Okay. I do want to do this next, and let's also make. I said I wanted to make the pickaxe, the shovel, because I want to compare the speeds, the mining speeds, and the bow. I don't know how to make mystical string, so let's teach it how to do that. And then there's the bow, and then let's do the arrows. I'm gonna need to teach it how to do the feather. And then these arrowheads are, man, all the crafting recipes just to make these things. Okay, so we'll do that. And then we're just gonna work backwards here. All the way down. This is the kind of thing that I wish there was like another recipe for, you know. Like, yeah, it'd be cool if I could continue to upgrade the previous one, but since I'm here at the end, It'd be nice if I could just, you know, use the other recipe and not have to worry about it, but that's okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to make some more crafters. Holy smokes. We're just flying through these. Okay. Now, I'm gonna make these several items. And I'm also gonna make, so this goes into the bow, this goes into the bow. I don't want to do any AoE stuff, although the attack AoE would be pretty nice, but I think for the sword, there's only one charm slot, and I'm going to do the strength too. I want to see how hard it hits. Other than that, I think that's all I want to make. For the bow, I don't know if it quick draw. I'm going to see how fast it draws naturally, and I want to see if the arrows, because these arrows, I guess they're not that expensive, right? These are nuggets instead of actual ingots, so you can probably make several of those per ingot. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to make, because I'm just gonna break here again and then just make all of these things and then fill up my inventory and be right back. That's what I'm gonna do. Hey, all right, so I got all of them made, and we're gonna check out this charm here, and I think it's gonna always be the shard plus, yeah. So let's go crystals. Nope, that's not what I meant. Shards, 3 of those, and then essence. I don't know if I have these, but I want to go see what the damage difference is between these two things. So if you remember, I downloaded, I don't know if I told you this or not, but I got this mod called, here, I'll just type it out. I'm not kidding, that's what it's named. So what it is it's a damage mod. It's a target dummy. I can do damage to this thing, and the white number is my damage per second, and the number above it is how much damage I'm doing per hit. So this isn't actually that great. I might have been swinging too fast. Nope. Alright, so that's 14 damage, which I thought it was higher than that. That's weird. No, it's, oh, that's hearts. So I'm pulling off 14 hearts of damage. So you can multiply that by 2 for the damage. So that's 28 damage, which lines up with what we've got here. So it's 24 plus extra for let's see, I think control. Yeah, hellish. I think that does 2 extra or some extra damage, and then there's the bone tool rod, which gives us some extra damage on there. So that's 28 damage, or so 14 hearts. This one is 10 hearts, 10 and a half, so that's 21 damage, which is what it says here. Attack speed is once every 1.6 seconds, so we're looking at a lot less damage per second. But once we get those other 2 made, and the durability is unlimited. So right now, without the modifier in it, our Tinker's Construct is better. So let's see how our essences are doing. We've got 1. Huh. That's so weird that happens. So I gotta cancel this, and I'm pretty sure there's probably some in here that are crafting. And once these are done crafting, then we can do our thing. So let's do the bow damage next. We have 3 different kinds of bows in from Tinker's Construct. So let's, oh, I gotta put on my, gotta get them out of my backpack. So let's grab this, put this on temporarily, grab our stuff out of here, Bring our bolts, and this isn't really upgraded, but we'll pull it out just as a test. Put this back on. So right now the Tinkers is coming out ahead in my mind, just because that step assist is really irritating. Okay, so let's take a look at. We know that that's really good. Let's do the lowest one here, and this one is 10 damage, or 10 hearts. Shoots really fast. Okay, so that's not too bad. DPS is 9.5. Alright, so then if we come out to this guy we have to wait for it to charge up. And shoots. That does 20 hearts, so that's a lot. That does a lot of damage. That might be our best one so far. Okay, this one does 18 hearts rather quickly. So this guy's really, really good too. Now let's check out the Supremium bow, and I wanted to see the draw speed on this thing. It's pretty good. And that did 14.5 hearts. 15.5. I wonder why it's so different. Because I'm hitting it in the middle there? That's weird. Its damage is all over the place. So we just shot all of our arrows. Didn't want to do that. That's okay. So that was kind of underwhelming, so we're not probably going to use the bow. Even if we shot 3 arrows at a time, we'd run out of arrows pretty quick. And we've got to keep those arrows in our inventory. The way Tinkers does it, I think they do a better job, especially with the Supremium longbow. This bow is great, the crossbow, because I can set it so it's locked, and then I can alpha strike with this one, switch to this guy, and keep doing damage. So it can do like a one-time huge damage, and then follow it up with the bow. Okay, let's see how these essences are doing. Probably not very good. This is slow. I really wish there was a way to speed this up. Okay, so those are done. So let's make these. That shouldn't trigger any of the lower ones. Okay, good. So this should be pretty quick. This is okay. It's going to be funny if this entire episode I'm like, well, I just did nothing, basically. I'm hoping the sword pulls out ahead, but it's gonna be close. Put that in there, and then there we go. Okay, so this puts on 41 attack damage. Oh my goodness. That's nuts. There's no way. 41. Holy cow. Well, the Supremium is better. 20.5 hearts. That's crazy. Look at that. That's amazing. Okay, that's definitely better than this. Okay, cool. We're going to put that away then. Now let's do a test on wood and the hatchets. So we're going to fly since we can. We don't have to worry about power or chunk loading our power so that we can fly, because this lets us fly forever. Okay, that's the speed for this one. It's not instant break, but it is pretty quick. Now let's look at the different stats here. I guess it doesn't tell us mining speed. Ooh, that's really tough to tell. They're both pretty good. Let's try out the shovels. So this is the speed on grass, because grass is slower than dirt. Let's come up here. This will be a good test. So I'll just do... okay. This is insanely fast. So I can basically run. And it... let's see if this one is even remotely... Oh, it is. It's exactly the same. Okay, instant mine. On grass. That's great. Okay. So those are pretty comparable. Now let's do the wood here, or the mining, because this does not instant break, but it's pretty quick. So if I were to come down here, and because it's cobalt, it's going to go a little bit faster the more I mine. Okay, now let's switch over to this. It's about the same. If it instant mined, that's about the only way it'd be any better. But the nice part about these tools that I haven't mentioned yet is that they do not break. These will lose durability. So we could switch to these, and it's exactly the same as our Tinker's tools, which is very, very interesting. So I might do that. And the Supremium Sword is superior to anything. Now, what we could do with the other tools is we could do the AoE, the mining. Where is it? AoE mining, this is a 3x3, so that would help us. I don't know how that would help us with wood. I mean, it might chop down the wood quicker, but we've got vein mining, so... Oh, I just had a thought. It'd probably just make us hungry quicker. If vein mine didn't do a hunger reduction, these tools would be overpowered. Maybe not. You can get unbreaking with Tinkers, so I could just come in here. I'm going to do it down here. And I could just vein miner all of this, and it wouldn't take up any damage. It would take hunger from me, but it's not going to take damage from the tool. So that's good to know. So both are actually really comparable. If I sat and took enough damage with... These aren't ever going to break. Yeah, they do. Durability definitely has durability on there. That's weird. But anyway, that is the comparison. What do you think? What is your... What do you think is better? Do you think the Supremium tools are better because they don't have durability? I know the sword is definitely better. I'll be keeping that. 40 damage is ridiculous. I think that can one-shot... no, I better not say that. I know it. So all the creepers and everything, they only have... That could probably one-shot Enderman. But it doesn't have looting on it, and I don't know that I could get looting because I've already put strength on it. And I don't think that they have a looting system or even a beheading system. But let's run to the end real quick before I wrap up the video and see how this does with Enderman. See, that's what I'm talking about, like that step up. They don't have like infinite durability, and I can get infinite durability with Tinkers. I think I'd rather put Tinkers on. All right, come over here. I want to see how much damage I take from you. 1 damage? Okay, that's pretty good. Where? Stop. I just one-shot that guy. Okay, let me dig underneath here. Actually, I've got cobblestone on me, so let's do like the traditional Enderman pole. Okay, I'm going to look at a bunch of you. And I could... No, I can't put AoE on here anymore. Oh, but it does. It sweeps. I mean, it's a broadsword, so it works like a broadsword. That's great. And it does. It one-shots Enderman. Because they have 40... this says they've got 20 hearts. And this does 20.5 hearts of damage. That's fantastic. Alright, yeah, let me know what you think of that. Where is... Oh, it's right here. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Which one you like, which one of all of those you like better. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that episode. As always, I don't know what we're going to be doing in the next episode. I'm going to be putting some thought into that. Usually when I get an idea, it generally runs 3 or 4 episodes. If you got any requests for what you would like to see next, throw me a line, throw me a comment down below. I'll be happy to do whatever you would like me to do within the game. But yeah, so we definitely upgraded at least one of our pieces today, which I think is fantastic. I decided to keep the hatchet and the shovel from Tinkers because we have put so much time and effort into those. Basically, those two are identical to the Supremium. So if you have been keeping up with what I've been doing to my Tinkers, then that is the same. One of the major differences, well, I guess no, there is no difference because the Tinkers items can drop prosperity shards when we use them, whereas these I don't think they can. And I kept the shovel or the pickaxe because I think eventually I'm okay. We have tons of Supremium, so I'm okay with like just repairing that whenever I need it. I like the silk touch on this one, and it's pretty quick. The other one that I have is a non-silk touch, and that one's got looting 3 on it, luck 3. So I like that as well. So when I want to break something that it's going to give me luck from it, or if I need cobblestone, I'll grab this one and use it. I will use this broadsword. I'm going to keep it just because it's got beheading 2 on it, and that beheading 2 is not represented here. So if I just want to kill something super fast, the Supremium sword is where it's at. But if I want heads from something, then I'm going to be pulling out my my broadsword from Tinkers. So yeah, that is where that's at. And also I kept the armor because I like the backpack that's attached to this. I like the underwater. I guess there's underwater breathing permanently. If I need to do that, then I'll pull out the Supremium, the mystical agriculture set probably. But I do not like the step up assist, so that's one of the major reasons why I'm going to stick with what I've got here. So, but that's going to wrap it up for today. Until next time, you guys take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.